This video has been designed to support practitioners leading colleagues through a group learning professional dialogue activity focusing on the 7th and final section of the module Introduction to Autism and Inclusive Practice. A video overview similar to this one is provided for each section of the module, and each associated group learning session follows a similar predictable structure. Before moving on to this session, it is expected that all preceding sessions will have been completed. The topic covered in this 7th and final section is transitions. As with all preceding sessions, the group leader should provide a brief reminder of the content before moving on to the discussion activities. This section provides information on transitions and autism, and how to support transitions for autistic learners, and transition planning to support a school move. The next few slides in the PowerPoint provided within the group learning materials provide a brief overview of the content of this section of the module. Additional information from the module is included within the notes section of the PowerPoint as a reminder. As usual, links to further information contained within the module are included on the slides of the guided group learning sessions on PowerPoint. As per previous sessions, group discussion activities are interspersed throughout. Information from the module recapped within this section include transitions and autism, supporting transitions for autistic learners, Activity 19 can be found on pages 18 and 19 of the reflective log. The questions should be used as a focus for group discussion, and participants encouraged to complete the reflective log as a follow-up gap task. Information from the module on transition planning to support a school move will also be recapped before moving on to Activity 20. Activity 20 is a click and reveal task which could be completed as a group or individual activity. There is no associated reflective log task. At this stage, participants will now have worked through most of the module. Final tasks include completing page 19 of the reflective log. At the end of the module, participants will be required to complete the assessed quiz and score at least 70% in order to earn a digital badge. Within the reflective log, on pages 20 to 21, there are some final reflective tasks which assesses impact on individual professional practice. This task links to the task carried out in session 1 and can be compared to the initial version completed in that session to reflect on any changes. The self-evaluation wheel can also be revisited at this stage, and participants are encouraged to reflect on any changes. Finally, the PowerPoint presentation provides some signposting to further relevant information and resources which participants may find helpful. The Circle and Search tools are complementary resources that can be used to support planning for individuals at the universal and targeted levels of intervention. There are 3 Circle tools which support planning for inclusive mainstream supports at primary, secondary stages, and up and away, which can support assessment and planning in the early years. These resources can be found in the Circle website, linked to the National Autism Implementation Team, or NATE, website. The Circle framework of inclusion materials have been adapted by Education Scotland in consultation with City of Edinburgh and Queen Margaret University to develop the free online modules Inclusion in Practice, the Circle framework for primary and secondary modules. CERTS is a targeted support rather than a universal approach. Emphasis is on the importance of the adult's role through transactional supports, and encourages supporting adults to select approaches which are based on quality evidence, not just because we've always done things that way, or because we've tried something before for one child and it appeared to work. The CERTS assessment process supports teams to drill down into appropriate goals relevant to the individual learner. The GTCS revised standards were published in August 2021, and the key messages listed here summarises the promoted ethos for working with autistic learners. These are important considerations for teachers working in all roles because we need to be all singing from the same hymn sheet. They can be a useful focus for professional review conversations. Some recent publications may also be of interest. And finally, we provide some links to further relevant information and guidance.